round between Choco Mucho and Zus Coffee, all live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Filipinas Live app. Thank you so much for joining us this Tuesday. Dip Bianco alongside Jamie La Victoria and Lexi Rodriguez to cover this one. Lexi already got the first dips of the play-in. Are we going to expect the same energy for this match, Lexi?
Well, definitely, because these two teams are just laser focused in getting that win.
Oh, we're excited to hear your reports, but first, Jamie, we have to explain to our viewers how this format is. A while back at the start of the conference, we've had this format already. We keep on explaining how it will be, but finally, a chance for us to make it clear for our viewers.
Now, Div, after all those exciting games, the 5-set matches, we have finally have the cast after the preliminary round, and above that line are the teams that will be moving forward in the qualifying round, and the teams below that line will go through the playing tournament. PLDT, Signal, Creamline, and the Farfetch Proxies have made it to the qualifying round, and these are the games that will happen this Thursday. PLDT versus Farm Fresh and Signal versus the Creamline Cool Smashers. And after that, we have the play-in cast, and these are the teams that will play in the play-in cast. And with this, there will be no second chances because these will be all do-or-die matches. So every game, every point is crucial. And this is the step ladder here for the play-in. We have rank 8 versus 9. They will go and defeat and beat the number 5th seed. And earlier we did witness that the Galleries Tower High Risers defeated the Capital One Solar Spikers. And that team will go up against the next set Chameleons moving forward. And like we see on the screens here, the next set Chameleons, yes, will go up against the Galleries Tower High Risers. And after that, the winners do advance to the semifinals. And nothing new here with the semifinals because they will go through another single round robin. Like I mentioned, this is just getting so exciting here in this All-Filipino conference. And yes, the winner, 1 versus 2 rather, and 3 versus 4. And of course, the battle for bronze, this will also be a best of 3 series. And nothing new there, Dip. And of course, the championship and the finals, this will also be another best of 3 series.
Woo. We have to give Jamie a little breather after that. It's a long road to the finals. There's no easy way, no easy path for whoever wants to get that championship in our All-Filipino conference. But again, as you mentioned, there's a chance for them even if you're at the bottom of the standings, especially for Zus Coffee, who has struggled all throughout this conference. Lexi, you have something about them.
Well, Dip, you did mention that, they've been struggling really since day one. And up until today, that's really their main problem, finding that right groove, finding the right glue to really gel everything together, which I got to speak with Cloan Montañedo, the team captain of the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, in which, she really did tell me there's lots of difficulty in finding that connection and the struggle and that frustration of, you're already in the play-ins, but you're still struggling to find that connection with one another. And perhaps maybe if you put it in the terms of the Zus Coffee, they're really still brewing, they're really still trying to find the right timpla of that coffee at this point.
And Lexi, I do agree with you. You keep mentioning connection. The Zus Coffee Thunderbells, they had such a great conference last year, but like you mentioned, they're still trying to find their footing here in this All-Filipino conference. But Dip did mention this could be the day that they do continue their tournament here, and you never really know with a setup like this All-Filipino conference, it could go either way, depending. It doesn't really matter how you started.
Yeah, well, it says that they are still brewing, but again, there's no time to reorder, right? It has to be now. It has to come in this match against Choco Mucho. And who will lead them? The answer to that is their libero, Alaisa Ero, a decorated player here in the PVL, has won an award as the best libero. She will be the main woman on defense for them, given these numbers this conference.
That's right. Liza Ero has been the stable force here for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. She commands the back. She allows her spikers to do their job at the same time. She doesn't give a difficult time to the setters, but she's also key when it comes to reception and defense. But it's really important that she stays consistent all throughout because we know how the Choco Mucho Flying Titans get when they're under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got to play their cards right. The veterans also lining up in front. Let's see what kind of starters that they have. But for now, let's also check in with the veteran, Jobs Gonzaga, as she gets to rank and really look back on the past in this feature we'd like to call Rank It.
Hi guys, this is Sergeant Jovelyn Gonzaga, and this is Rank It. Ay, kahit hindi ko pa napapanood, alam ko na to.
Deep. Pablo.
Sobrang importante and sobrang memorable nitong feeling kasi ito ata yung first time, actually pinaka-first time na natalo namin ang Petrogas sa match. Ang sarap sa feeling na it's a total team effort and yung last point na ako yung nakakuha ng block, sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam.
Combination of players we're seeing.
Sa
Hirap
Iloilo
din
to?
sundan if you're cream line, ano?
Oo. Teka, tapusin
Off
natin
the
ang
live.
video.
Nasungkit
Panalo
ni
kami
Kim.
dito, di ba?
Gonzaga
Tama, no?
going
Panalo kami
deep.
dito. Ito din yung first time na natalo namin yung cream line. And at the same time, hiniinda pa ata ako dito. Kaya grabe yung iyak ko after game kasi nairaos ko yung game ng merong box pasa. So, magaan lang yung laro namin and enjoy lang namin yung bawat points. One for the books and sobrang sarap balik-balikan.
Joe,
Ayoko ito maalala.
back to the beer.
Oh.
One-hand dig there. Sa gitna. What a play.
Gusto kong maalala at ayoko maalala. Gusto kong maalala kasi first time namin umabot ng finals. Sa 3 conferences ko dito sa Zus, napaabot namin ang Zus Coffee sa finals. Nung pumasok pa lang kami sa finals, actually nung semis, parang champion na yung feeling. Alam mo yon, ang sarap-sarap na sa feeling. And credit din also to Ana and to the coaching staff.
Pablo.
Combination of players we're seeing.
Sa
Hirap
gitna.
din sundan.
What a play.
Itong Petrogas, napakasarap sa feeling mag-finals. Pero alam mo yun, yung parang almost na manage mo na yung championship. Pero hindi nakuha. Siguro number 3 ko to. Kung nag-champion kami, number 1 to. Number 2 is yung against Petrogas din. Yung nakuha namin yung, in straight sets pa nga. Second to. And yung first, yung natalo namin yung cream line in 5 sets. So, yun. Yun yung ranking ko.
Again, that was Jobs Gonzaga from the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. But you know, she still has that A game with her. A lot of all-star vibes, and that is why, if you do think the same way, make sure to cast your votes and make her part of the All-Star Showcase happening on May 1st. And cast your votes on the pvl.ph/all-star.
Well, that all-star performance has to show today, right, before we actually get to that all-star match in May 1. All right, let's transfer to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. CC Rondina, of course, she has her new duo with Ea Lauren now in the mix for them, although got hurt, missed out on a couple of games, but she has been reliable. Talking about CC Rondina, when her teammates were out, she's been that person for Coach Dante and Salurin.
That's right, Dib. CC Rondina is that player that is heavily guarded for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. It's important that she stays consistent all throughout. She knows she will definitely be the target when it comes to service reception, but usually she's unfazed by that. But it can't just be CC Rondina. We've seen this many times. It has to be a spread load when it comes to the offense. The middle blockers need to also be activated alongside the right pin as well.
Parang hindi rin siya nawala, no, sa
Right?
PVL.
Yes.
She came from beach volleyball but did not miss a beat when she returned to indoor this conference. And of course, gusto rin natin siyang iangat doon sa All-Star, Lexi. We want to see her perform in that game.
Yeah, she definitely did not miss a beat because sabi niya nga sa akin kanina, hawak niya daw yung beat. And nag-enjoy sila so far, you know, having that chase and really, while in the middle of the pack in a lot of standings, it's been a long and roller coaster ride for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But CC Rondina is ever reliable as always that go-to player for the Titans, and which brings us to that kind of pride that they bring into the table, because there's lots of experience, a lot of things that's been happening for them as well, you know, stories to tell on their side, and that kind of bond that they've gone through is that what really brings this Titan pride all together.
I agree with you, Lex. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they have had a roller coaster this All-Filipino conference, but that girl on your screen, Sang Ponce, is also the girl that commands the back. She is the reason why they have been stabilize here in this All-Filipino conference.
Well, we know the standard they live up to, so hopefully it translates into this matchup today.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we want to see all of these players online and also in the All-Star Showcase. That is why if you want to really tune in and see all of your favorite players, make sure that you cast your votes online on our pvl.ph/all-star. And you can also watch this All-Star Showcase on the Filipinas Live app. And that is why, you know, a lot of watchers on our Filipinas Live app, we have an exclusive poll question of the day for you. And that question is, who will be the X factor of this match? A lot of options for you guys to choose from. We've got Zus, Cesc Robles, or Chini Arroyo. Or is it going to be from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Des Cheng or Maddie Madaya? Well, if you're not watching on the Filipinas Live app, you can also join in the conversation using the hashtag PVL2026.
And we can't wait for your answers over on Filipinas Live app. We are ready for the matchup with the number 10 Zus Coffee Thunderbells and number 7 Choco Mucho Flying Titans, all here on Signal TV.
Welcome to the All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. After the preliminaries, this play-in round allows each team a slot for the semifinals, provided they keep on winning. Match number 47 features our Zus Coffee Thunderbells, currently ranked 10, and our 7th ranked, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Officiating this match, we have our national referees. First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Mr. Patrick Alan Castillo. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Begin with their team captain. She wears jersey number 21, Chloe Montonedo. At number 3, Thea Gagate. Wearing jersey number 8, Jovelyn Gonzaga. At number 13, Rachel Ann Dakis. Number 19 is Riza Nogales. And number 23, Princess Robles. Starting liberois, number 16, Eliza Heroa. Head coach, Mr. Jerry Yi. Presenting our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Team captain with jersey number 2, Ray Wenea Cheng. At number 3, Maria Dina de Isabella Wong. Wearing jersey number 7, Madeleine Renea Madayag. At number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. Number 17, Lorraine Pecania. Number 18, Cherry Ann Rondina. Starting libero is number 16, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Dante Alinsunurin Jr. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
Here are the starters for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Gagate, Nogales, still the middle blockers. You have Gonzaga, Mondoñedo, Robles, Eroa, and Rachel Andakis will start for Zus Coffee for the first time this conference. And for Choco Mucho, the Madayag, Lorraine Pecania, Kat Tolentino, Dina Wong, Des Cheng, Cici Rondina, and Tang Ponce as the libero. We are all set for this play-in matchup between the number 7 Zus Coffee and, or rather, number 10 Zus Coffee and number 7 Choco Mucho as we begin with an ace courtesy of Des Robles.
That's a strong start for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Dip mentioned that Rad will be starting. So we have Rad on the left pin and Jovelyn Gonzaga on the right pin, the veterans here for Zus.
When you enter the play-in, Jamie, you would think you go to your usual starters because it's one game knockout,
Right.
but it could also mean for you to strategize, try out something different just to catch your opponents off guard.
That's right, Dip. I mean, Coach Jerry does know what he's doing. He probably wants that leadership on the court. They all know how Choco Mucho plays under pressure, and this is their only chance to move forward in this All-Filipino conference.
Meanwhile, Choco Mucho strikes back for their first point. That's a block from Cici Rondina. Gagate will attack. Ponce gets to it. Wong tosses. CC back with the white shirts. The transfer to the opposite. Then a net hook by Dakis.
Take a look at that one more time.
2-1 in favor of the Flying Titans.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a free ball for Cici Rondina. That's 3 straight points for Choco Mucho.
We featured her earlier in the pregame, and Cici Rondina will be heavily guarded against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and she's really needed in this match today, Dip.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about her
Oh, wow.
at the top of the coverage. What an angle for Jovelyn Gonzaga. She loves those tight
Yeah.
ones.
And it's not always about power, but placement, guiding that ball in zone 2.
Thea Gagato, serving for the Thunderbells.
Oh, that drops in for Thea Gagate.
3-all.
Miscalculated by Tang Ponce.
Already 2 service aces for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Right behind Tang Ponce. That's a good serve coming from Thea Gagate.
3-all. Cheng picks it up. Back set to Tolentino. Kept alive, but Pecania takes care of it.
And that's another overpass coming from the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, and the smart play by Pecania. Taking advantage of that one, and Cloan unable to get that first dig.
1-point game. Good serve leads to this free ball for the Flying Titans. Wong looks ahead, one hand set to Kat. Play on, Dakis swings. They go back row to CC. Great dig by Eroa. That's what she is there for. And Gonzaga with a score.
Jovelyn Gonzaga this time going down the line. Perfect dig by Liza. And down the line she goes. And once her the right place, right time, was unable to get that first contact of Jovelyn. That's too tight for Kat.
For all, 3 deadlocks to begin set 1. Takis using her offhand. Doesn't get it. They go back to Cheng. Still playable. Rad from the middle this time, and it works.
Now this is something that the Flying Titans haven't prepared for, because Rad will be starting here for Zus Coffee. It's a combination play.
And you see yung gigil, no, from Rad simula pa lang. They want this for sure. Pecania with a reply.
Already with the 2 points here, talking about Lorraine Pacania. And that girl also is key in this match today. It's important that Dina Wong doesn't heavily rely on Cici Rondina, Kat Tolentino. There needs to be a lot of activation from the middle blockers.
Service in. Nogales to the tip. Pecania overset the mistake, and Takis will take advantage.
Lorraine Pacania actually setting up Rad in that sequence. This is something that the Flying Titans need to avoid. Every point matters here in the play-in tournament.
Well, this is a quick rematch, so to speak, because they just met 5 days ago
Right.
for the last preliminary matchup between the 2 teams. And Choco Mucho winning that one in 4 sets. But it's a different day. Different stakes now, higher. Up for grabs here. And that's a point for Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Looking at the journey of the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, they had such a slow start this All-Filipino conference. They made it to the finals last year, but this is their only chance to move forward in this conference.
How difficult is that? I mean, the transition from a very, I'd say, successful reinforced conference last year, and then struggling dito sa All-Filipino.
You know, Dip, I think the Zus Coffee Thunderbells had such high expectations coming into the All-Filipino conference, but the level is so high.
We'll talk more about that as we go to this first technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. Well, you're still tuning in our second play-in tournament match of the day. It's Choco Mucho going against Zus Coffee Thunderbells. But let me tell you something, that, you know, Rachel Andakis, whether she's a starter or not, it's been a minute since she started for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. And whether she's a starter or not, she really brings all the heart and the hustle that she could bring in the table. At this point, you know, this really reminds me of a conversation that I had with her, because she did tell me that whether she's pulled out fresh from the bench, she will give everything that she could give in order to bring out really what she could bring out for the team, that potential, the trust, and the kind of chemistry that they're really talking about at this point. And if you guys want to see more of Rachel Andakis and the rest of the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, make sure to tune in and cast your votes on the PVL.ph/All-Star, because the All-Star Showcase will be online on the Pilipinas Live app, and it will be seen on May 1st here in Candon City. Back to you, guys.
Thanks a lot, Lexi. Well, Rachel Andakis, parang siya yung nasa limited edition or secret menu sa Zus Coffee, diba? Yung,
Nice.
di mo masyado pinakita nung elimination round, but here in the play-in, could be a difference maker for Coach Jerry.
And you know, this could have been his plan all along, right? Dip, having Rad start, Jovelyn Gonzaga on the right pin. confusing the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, because right now, Dip, take a look at the score. We're only here. We haven't even reached the double digits yet in set number 1.
And Zus Coffee is still with the lead here by 2.
No, they only have 1 win so far, and they have an opportunity now to move forward. And gotta give credit to Riza Nogales. She has been playing well this All-Filipino conference.
Oh, a blockbuster there for Des Cheng. Her first point.
I remember Des Cheng, she would usually come off the bench, especially last year, but now she has a lot of playing time being a starter, usually would come in the back just to serve, play defense. But they do need her. They need her smart playing in the front.
Last year was her getting back into tip-top shape.
Yeah.
After her injury, of course, but this conference looking more comfortable. That's back-to-back points for Choco Mucho to tie it up at 9.
We did mention they just played each other this past week. But now you said it's a different stakes here, and Laia Roa almost there to get that dig.
5th deadlock already here in the first set. That is too long for Cheng. So lead stays with the Thunderbells. Mondoniedo also giving up a free point. Looked like she hurried a little with that serve. Maddie this time also out.
+1.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah. The nerves, maybe.
3 in a row. 2 from Choco Mucho and 1 from Zus Coffee.
For the Thunderbells.
This time it's in. Rondina goes up. And down it goes for CC Rondina.
11-all.
The much needed side out.
Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin. Pasalubong ng bayan. Soft touch. Off hand for Gonzaga. Doesn't work.
That's outside for Choco Mucho. CC Rondina trying to apply that sharp cross. Miscalculated that one.
Serving Zus Coffee.
12-11 here in set 1. It's a good serve by Gagate, and Nogales gets that point.
That was an over-receive by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and Riza Nogales able to take advantage of that one. No coverage for Choco Mucho this time.
Says thank you to her fellow middle blocker for that good serve. Thea again. Better ball from Ponce. Wong back set. Tolentino off the block.
Block is out.
And that is her first point of the match. Kat has had a few touches here in set number 1. And finally she gets a point getting off the block of Zus Coffee.
Mondoniedo sends it to Dakis. Check. One more time for Rad. This time scores off the block.
The veteran spiker in Rad just needing to provide points for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. And it's not just her points, it's also her leadership, I would say, is needed for this type of game.
8 out. 18. Saed.
Now we see the first switch up for Zus Coffee. Chi Saet checking in to serve. And Chai Troncoso also in the game. Zus Coffee still protecting this slim margin. To the middle they go. Saved by Dakis. Troncoso attacks. Popped up by Wong. Ponce. Back row to CC. Kept alive by Zus Coffee. That is way out for Troncoso underneath the ball.
And also Troncoso trying to target zone 1. Miscalculated that one.
That look says it all from Coach Jerry.
Rain
Such
Pecan.
an intimidating look.
Flying Titans.
Saet brings it to the middle. Wong,
That's too low.
push for Cheng. Takis with the approach. Covered by Eroa. Free ball now for the Flying Titans. Dina to Kat. And she finds the opening.
Now, that's a good play by Dina Wong.
We're tied at 14.
Coming from a free ball from the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Combination play here just works for Choco Mucho.
Service. Pecania.
Tied once again. And Nogales quickly
Nogales.
getting that point for Zus
15
Coffee.
to 14.
And that's a quick and easy side out for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Good reception. She saw it. Just activating Riza Nogales there on that A quick.
Substitution. Zus Coffee. 13 out. 17. Ceballos in. 23
Ceballos
out. 9. Santiago.
Also in the game for the first time as Dakis will sit.
Viola Ceballos for the serve.
Good serve.
Robles also heads to the bench. Madayag
Dayag on the shoot set.
getting that one.
14 to 15. Rather, we're tied at
3
15.
points for Maddie. It's good to see her back in action here on that B quick corner pocket, zone 5.
9. Vicar in. 3 out. 6. Manabat in.
Coach Dante also makes his first change, bringing in Alina Bicar and Dintin Santiago Manabat. 15 all. Both teams looking to break this trend. It has been really tight in the opening frame. Bicar goes to the middle.
Madayag.
And Maddie says hello,
Second technical timeout. 16.
bringing us to this
Choco
technical
Mucho,
timeout.
15. Zus Coffee. And the
Back
reflected
inside the
technical
PVL
timeout.
Egg Oil
Alina Bicar,
Center
serving.
in San Juan. Santiago able to break the
Santiago
block.
off the hand of
Coming off the bench,
Manabat.
Kate also
We're tied at
providing
16.
a lot of boost for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. And when looking at the composition, the roster here of Zus, we have a deep bench for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Anyone could score.
Bicar goes to Santiago Manabat. Picked up. Oh, the block from Madayag.
17.
That's a kill block by Maddie here up against the #1 draftier in Thea Gagate. Good timing on that one.
Well, you have to wonder how
Or the serve.
the other results would have been at the start of the conference if she played from the
Right.
beginning, right?
Right.
Definitely a missing piece for Choco Mucho. Itong si Maddie. But thankfully, she is back. Rondina this time. Saved by Ceballos. Troncoso with a push. Cici again, almost.
Rondina off
But
the
it
block.
eventually drops a point for Rondina.
16.
And Choco Mucho slowly gaining momentum here in set #1. Alina Bicar is just adding a lot of spark here, targeting Mari Madayag, Din as well. And that's the whole point of having that double sub coming from Coach Dante.
2-point lead now for Choco Mucho. This is their biggest, which they had a while ago as well. Sent back. Santiago one more time. It goes.
Down the line.
And Kate was able to break that block this time of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Bump sent by Lai and late reaction by Cheng in that sequence.
Gonzaga in.
No team letting up here in set one. It is 17-18.
Captain, Flo
And
Mondoñedo.
Mondoñedo will get us going. Picar transferring to Din. Going down the line. Also good set from Picar.
Yeah. Bakar going with that bump set, perfectly placing that for Din going down the line, just avoiding Kate in that sequence.
Lead back up to 2. And that is an ace delivered by Maddie Madayag. 6 points already.
Maddie has been on point here in set number 1, not just at the net, but also at the service line. 3 service aces for Zus Coffee so far.
Easy over there, but that goes out
Deuce,
for Rondina.
18-20. Substitution. Zus Coffee. Coming out.
Rachel Andakis
In, 9 out. 23.
checks back in for Zus Coffee. Well, they were playing well a while ago.
Cesc Robles. Serving
Being
for
called
the
back.
Thunderbirds.
Robles also now serving. Back set. Santiago Manabat blocked.
Manabat, well read.
They
by
need
Manabat.
more of that.
19-20. Timeout.
As
Choco Mucho.
Choco Mucho will call for time. Let's see that again before the timeout. Then a block point for Zus Coffee, courtesy of Thea Gagate,
Just 1 point for the Thunderbirds.
who is number
Times.
5 in
Serving still, number 23. Cesc
best blocker
Robles.
category in the All-Filipino Conference. Dakis with a familiar step through, and that drops in for Rad.
They're tied at 20.
That's a good swing coming from Rachel Andakis, targeting zone 6, right behind Cheng. She thought that one was outside, but it touched the line there.
And guess what? We are tied again. 11th deadlock, but that quickly changes. And it swings to Zus Coffee thanks to Cesc Robles.
Substitution.
Quite a few aces already for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells.
In. 9 out.
And already with 3, they are serving tough, which is disrupting the offense of Choco Mucho. And
So-
Kat Tolentino and Dina Wong back in for
Yeah.
the Flying Titans.
I was about to say both teams bringing back their starters that almost
Goes long. They're
went
tied at
in.
21.
The last second ditch by Des Cheng. #12 deadlock.
Nawal serving.
Mondoñedo goes
Ooh.
to Gagate. Saved by Cheng. Ponce will send it over.
Oh!
Ball is
But
out.
just wide.
22-21.
Miss targeting.
Yeah. And these are the plays that you really need to take care of. We're already the 20 mark
Yeah.
here in set number 1.
Serving for the Thunderbirds.
Another
Good
good serve by Gagate. It's on the side of Zus Coffee, but a violation.
Double touch.
Ooh.
Called on the Flying Titans.
All right, so referee Erlindo Eusebio awarding the point to Zus Coffee, calling a double contact. 2 touches on Dina Wong, says it hit both her hands, so we play on. And a 2-point lead for Zus Coffee. Choco Mucho now has to move past that, but they can't. The point for Riza Nogales to put the Thunderbells at set point. Timeout, Choco Mucho.
Ball control na naman ang nagiging problema natin. Lagi ang bola nasa atin. Every time na may chance ball tayo out of system sila. Okay? Nagmamadali lang tayo. Okay? Tatlo lang naman yan. Okay? Side out lang muna tayo. Then break point, 3 spikers. Hindi masyadong combination. Lagi out of system. Lagi, ha? Okay, go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Hey! Choco Mucho! Light and red!
Got to go back to that timeout with Coach Dante. He's correct. Ball control has been the issue here for Choco Mucho here in set number 1. They're given a free ball. They can't take advantage of that. Emotions are high after that call did not go their way.
Yeah.
And Zus Coffee at set point.
That was definitely a turning point in this set. When now we're in the late game. Covered by Ponce. Kept alive. Still playable. CC goes up. Oh! Missed hit. And that final point goes to the Thunderbells here in the first set. And they take it first on the board. This is our Pure Gold Always Panalo play of the set, brought to you by Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always panalo. And we'll be back to dissect set 1 and bring you set 2 after this. Back here on One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app for your PVL 2026 All-Filipino Conference. We are at the step ladder play-ins, and Zus Coffee getting set 1 over Choco Mucho. Living up to how these play-ins could change or spice things up. The lower seed taking the opening frame. Let's talk about it. Jamie, what did you see in that first set?
Well, the Zus Coffee Thunderbells started Rachel Andakis on the left pin. Of course, Jovelyn Gonzaga on the right pin. A lot of leaders on the court for Zus Coffee. Is spread out in offense. Gonzaga, Kate as well came off the bench. Dakis, Riza Nogales, and also Cesar Robles. And as for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they had a very slow start and they ended with quite a few errors to end set number 1. Now let's talk about the set 1 stats. 13 attacks for Zus Coffee and 14 for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. The highlight, the number that strikes me is the 8 errors of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and what's not shown on our screens is the timing of the errors, the timing of the misserves, the timing of those points where no one communicated and balls just dropped. And that is something that the Choco Mucho Flying Titans cannot afford. We've been saying this is the play-in tournament overall, and it's do or die for both of these teams.
Right, there's no more tomorrow if you lose in this matchup in the All-Filipino Conference. And right now we are about to begin set 2. And we thank you all for joining us this Tuesday night. Tip Tipianco, Jamie La Vitoria, Lexi Rodriguez, your broadcast team for this one. And a shutdown to begin the second set.
You know, then this was also MIA in set number 1 for Choco Mucho. The blocking, that is something that they have been shining on this All-Filipino Conference.
How about an ace for Dina Wong? That's a good start for the Flying Titans. Back-to-back points. Almost another. Gagate with a response for Zus Coffee.
And I also like the setting strategy of Flo Ann as well. She's been activating the middle blockers, knowing who to set from the left pin to the right pin. Yeah. And Zus Coffee, they're in the lower rankings in some of the categories, but they are number 2 in digging. And that's also key for Zus Coffee.
Well, we know who to credit that with, of course, Eroa. Huge reason as to why they are number 2 in that category. Play on here. Gonzaga. Saved by Wong. Rondina with a swing and the score.
It's a better start here for set number 2. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans. It all started with Dina Wong with that service ace. And Cici Rondina just breaking that block of Zus. 6 points so far.
Tied with Maddie Madayag, leading the way for Choco Mucho. Nogales popped up by Rondina. Cheng's attack was saved as well. Takis.
Oh, so good.
Oh, saved by Wong. Second try for the Thunderbells. They go to Nogales. It's in. And again, Mondoñedo, as you mentioned, continues to do a good job of going to the center.
That's right, they're very deceiving. She is splitting the blockers here of Choco Mucho. Lorraine Pagania just does not know where she's going to go in terms of strategy.
Balanced scoring for Zus Coffee. 5 players at least with 3 points each. That is short for Tolentino. Back-to-back points for Zus Coffee. They toss it up to Cheng. Gonzaga, medyo nag-alangan.
Yeah.
You saw how she felt awkward with her approach.
Not that easy for Jovelyn Gonzaga in that sequence.
For 3 here in set 2. That is short for Pecania. And really, Pecania serves could go either way, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you can get a string of aces, but sometimes also off target, so never know. That time around, coming up short. Takis from the back, saved by Ponce.
That's too
Cheng
tight.
doesn't get it. Robles all the way on the left pin.
Already with 4 points in this match.
Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
A lot of weapons here for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells.
But the biggest surprise was the woman who served, Dakis, who is their top scorer right now. Robles sails out as we get this report from Lexi Rodriguez.
Thanks, Dip and Jamie. Well, you know, you guys were talking about how a slow start is really not something for a team to desire, especially when it's a battle of survival or when it's a do-or-die game for you. And that explains why Madi Marayag did tell me earlier on, before this match started, that, you know, they really need to ease in the tension. They need to lessen the errors and limit the kind of faults. And as you said, Jamie, earlier on today, you said something about the timing. The timing is very much important, especially when you're a middle blocker. You need to communicate well, and that connection will really bring you the win that you are desiring for a do-or-die game like this one. And if you want to see more of, you know, our all-star players, they will definitely be in the all-star showcase if you vote for them online using. Just go to pvl.ph/allstar and you can watch them on May 1st in Candon City. Back to you, Jamie.
Thank you, Lexi. Without Dip.
Back to you daw eh. Ikaw lang.
Me lang.
Kidding, Lexi. But going back to that report, I mean, talking about the urgency, right? The survival for Choco Mucho, Madi Madayag. What did she tell you? I mean, what about the timing that Lexi was talking about?
In terms of timing, especially when she needs to be activated, especially with a game like this is a play-in tournament, and this is where they need her the most.
6-7 in set 2. Soft touch works for Thea Gagate, and again we are going to the first technical timeout courtesy of Zus Coffee. UAAP Season 88 volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Pilipinas Live app, also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. Round 2 underway for your collegiate volleyball action over in the UAAP. We continue the games tomorrow, but first, all eyes on this PVL play-in. And so far, so good for the Thunderbells. Swong sets up Rondina. Block touch. Oh, that was high enough.
Yeah.
But nobody picked it up, and Robles was just too late.
That's a wasted opportunity for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, and good efforts from Jovelyn Gonzaga to get a touch on that block.
Naghintayan.
Yes. They got a bit shy there.
Robles, that goes through. Nabawi naman agad ni Ces Robles for her 5th point of the match.
Ces came off the bench earlier in set number 1. Now she's doing wonders for Zus Coffee here.
Zus Coffee back up by 2. That's a good ball, but Wong and Pecania pointing fingers. A miscue here. Rondina trying to get them back together.
Substitution. Choco Mucho. 17 out, 14. Villegas.
And Jen Villegas will replace Lorraine Pecania. That's a quick change for Coach Dante upon seeing that error for Choco Mucho. Now with the Thunderbells, who are on a roll with this 4-point lead.
Now the Zus Coffee Thunderbells are just controlling this game. They're playing mind games with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They're setting the tone, and as for Choco Mucho, they look phased here in set number 2 as we see Aya Laure now in for Choco Mucho.
Maybe the spark that they need here in set 2. But it's been a game of runs for Zus Coffee. A while ago in set 1, they ended it on an 8-1 blast to win the first set. And then right now it's 3 unanswered points. But the attack error breaks the dry spell for Choco Mucho.
And Jovelyn Gonzaga trying to go for that sharp cross, miscalculated that one. But this is a strong start here for Zus Coffee as they're up by 3 points.
Gagate targets the long one.
12-8.
And you know Clo-Ann will always target the middle blockers on that first attack. Take a look at this sequence. Thea Gagate perfectly timing that B-Cook attack right before she heads to the service line.
Well, there was also a block touch that changed the trajectory of that ball.
Yeah.
Dina will set up CC. And a better look this time from Rondina, who has 8 points.
12.
Now that Aya Laure is on the court, she's also the target in service reception. And CC Rondina just finding a way to attack in between that open window of Zus.
Easy over. Tolentino, ball slowed down. Mondoñedo sets up Dakis. Straight to Ponce. Here comes Laure. Play on. Back to Aya. And Laure will score.
Instant impact here for Aya Laure. She was a target in the service reception when she was in the back row, but this time finding that slim margin in between Jovelyn Gonzaga and the antenna.
Missed the game after getting hurt in that elimination match against Creamline. Since then, she has come off the bench, but has contributed pretty well for Coach Dante. That time around, dug by Eroa. Gonzaga with a swing. And that gets past Dina Wong.
Well, everything is just going cross-court towards the direction of Dina Wong. And Jovelyn Gonzaga, rather, guiding that right behind, targeting zone 1.
21 out.
This is
9, Santiago.
still some breather for Zus Coffee, this 3-point lead.
In.
Double substitution again, bringing in Chisaet
Serving.
and Kate Santiago this time. Underhand to Laure. That is blocked.
Laure rejected. 14.
And Zus Coffee, they have done their homework in guarding Aya Laure.
Flying Titans.
And timeout called by the Flying Titans.
Okay, may mga chance tayo. Huwag tayo magpapaya sa gagawin natin, ha? Hey guys, ito yung sitwasyon. Lagi ang bola natin lagi nandito. Pilit natin dito. Para yung doon, hindi gumagalaw eh. Nandito lang to eh. Nakukuha niya yung gusto niya mangyari eh. Eh pag nandito, malapit siya, left and right na gagawin niya. Pilitin natin dito. Ha? Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Tay, pasensya na sa isa't isa. Let's go. Let's go. Tulong, tay. Tulong. Choco Mucho. Titan right. Let's go.
Riza Nogales has been a force at the net for Zus Coffee, and she's number 1 in blocking this conference.
She has a total of 28 kill blocks here, and she has been such a boost for Zus Coffee, slowly gaining her confidence here in the All-Filipino Conference.
She had 9 points against Choco Mucho in that loss 5 days ago. And 3 of those 9 points were from blocks. That's a solid hit from Kat Tolentino.
11.
Could get her going.
No, this is the first clean swing we're seeing from Kat. Riza Nogales late to that block.
Jen Villegas. Serving for the Flying Titans.
Sent back a redo for Santiago. Another check, the push. Nothing there. Dakis is blocked.
Dakis
Covered by Laure.
12.
This is such a strong front row right now for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Maddie in the middle, Kat on the right, and Aya on the left pin.
Sayat tosses to Santiago. What a drop.
Yeah.
Sees the hole. 15.
That's a smart play by Kate. Very deceiving. Looked like she was going to go for that strong spike, but split second, changed her mind and went for that tip right behind the tall wall of Kat.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Thunderbells here in set 2. Serve is short for Ceballos.
3 point for the Flying Titans.
Coach Jerry not too happy with that missed serve.
Tolentino serving.
You know, you could have one shot of him and then just replay it
It's
all
the
throughout
same.
the game. Di mo man notice na
It's the same.
ibang part na pala yun ng laro. Dina Wong tosses to Laure, but that is wide.
Ball is out.
But she's still trying to target that down the line.
16, Zus
As we go to the
Coffee.
second technical
13,
timeout.
Choco Mucho.
The 2026 MPTC Tour of Luzon is back. Bigger, bolder, and tougher than ever. Local and international cyclists face a grueling 14-stage battle across 13 provinces and 5 regions. An 1,800-kilometer test of endurance, speed, and strategy. Don't miss a single moment. Catch all the action live on the Pilipinas Live app. Also on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
Nogales serving.
Meanwhile, Choco Mucho playing catch-up.
Madayag slides
And
and scores.
Maddie with a good
14.
answer after the technical timeout.
7 points for Maddie Madayag. And this is her specialty, this running attack up against Robles.
7 points for Madayag, who had 10 in their previous matchup. Back to her. Back-to-back points
Up
for
and out
Maddie.
and in. 15 to 16.
And Maddie wants it. She needs this for her team. Back-to-back points.
Timeout this time for the Thunderbells.
Patay na tayo. Oh, patay na tayo. Kung walang receive, papagandahin yung set. Walang pili sa set. I-hold off na. I-hold off na. Hey, 1, 2, 3!
Timeout there by Zus Coffee. You heard the huddle. Di pwedeng choosy si sets at this point, diba? They have to make do with their chances. Otherwise, they won't be able to
Just 1 point for the
counter
Flying Titans
against
to
this
tie the set.
mini run by
Serving
Choco
number
Mucho.
8, Aya Laure.
One hand set to Gagate. What a dig by Ponce. Rondina putting some spin on that. Robles. Dug once again by Tang. Laure sent back. They open up to CC. Play on. Long rally. Specialty of the house for Madzilla.
To the right and scores. Time
What a
set.
sequence between both teams. Good defense by Ponce, which allowed Maddie Madayag to go for that running attack. It's been working. for Choco Mucho.
3 straight points for them. All courtesy of Maddie Madayag. And Laure continues to serve. How will Zus Coffee respond?
Wow.
Robles says like this.
17.
Just a smart play by Cesc Robles, going for that roll shot in the campfire zone of Choco Mucho. Just a smart player.
That is inside for Rondina.
And that was on purpose. She was guiding that ball into zone 5, adding enough spin to target that one.
5 deadlocks here in the second set. Maddie now serving. Combination doesn't work for Zus Coffee. They transfer it, but ball was slowed down. Rondina again. Saved by Madayag. Cici higher this time. Wala pa rin. Gonzaga straight to Laure. Ea from behind. Saved by Eroa. Robles.
Robles off the hand.
In between Laure and Madayag.
18 to 17.
But it took a lot before someone scored that exchange.
And Cesc Robles getting her 7th point of the match. She has a lot of variety in her swing. Earlier went for that cut shot. This time in between 5 and 6.
Tolentino. Mondoñedo goes to Gagate. Blocked by Zus Coffee. A safer attack. Doesn't get them a point. Gonzaga with a send over. Cici, no. Back to Rondina. Yes!
Rondina over the block.
Oh, incredible rally for these two squads.
And things are slowly picking up now here, Dip, in set number 2. Both teams are alive and awake.
Yeah.
18 all.
Takis. Steady hands by Laure. Cici
Rondina
is heating up.
cross-court shot.
But a challenge will be called by Zus Coffee.
Zus Coffee.
It's a ball in, ball out challenge.
Challenge.
The
Before,
first challenge.
before it even gets wild in the Choco Mucho camp,
Right.
Zus Coffee immediately calling for a challenge in hopes of silencing the Flying Titans, who are threatening to take over. But that one clearly on the line.
Ball is in. The challenge is unsuccessful for Zus Coffee.
One challenge remaining for the Thunderbells. And Rondina already has 11 points. But more importantly, Choco Mucho with a lead. And they add to it.
Off the block.
So it is getting louder inside the Phil Oil Center because Rondina has her teammates with her running and scoring once more.
Regalo, Rondina.
It is rocking right now. Oh, Rondina is on a mission. And a timeout for Zus Coffee. It is a 4-0 run for the Flying Titans. And a 3-point lead at the moment.
Up for the Flying Titans here in set
What
number
switched
2.
for them in this part of the set, Jamie?
Cici Rondina. She came alive. She got the ball rolling. She went for the cross court, down the line, and also the defense of Aya Laure. We can't neglect that. She's the reason why the offense has been smooth. Their touch.
There's a net touch. Called on Tolentino.
Well, they've been everywhere talking about Choco Mucho in terms of floor defense, but unfortunately a net violation for Kat Tolentino.
Kaya Gagato. Serving for Zus Coffee.
Zus Coffee badly needed that point as they stopped the bleeding momentarily. Broken play here. Rondina is rejected.
Rondina denied. 20 to 21.
And this is where the Zus Coffee Thunderbells will now make their in-game adjustments. They're not going to allow Cici Rondina to do that once more, and no coverage this time by Choco Mucho.
Only a 1-point game here in set 2. Dina to Rondina.
And the combination.
That is
Rondina.
the connection that has been working for Choco Mucho.
It's a combination play, good receive by Aya. And take a look at that setup. Just avoiding that block of Zus, just to split the blockers. Oh,
but that one
Ball
is
is
out
out.
for CC.
21 to 22. Jov Gonzaga for the serve.
All-important serve here as we are nearing the latter part of set 2. Wong tosses, Laure puts it away.
The block. 23 21.
and Aya Laure, she has 3 points so far, but she has made an impact ever since she stepped foot on the court in her receive and defense. And a lot of firepower now in the front line for Choco Mucho.
Klo. Takis tried to go down the line, but it was called
Ball
out.
is out.
No touch on that one, untouched
Yeah.
by the block.
And they will not challenge. Choco Mucho.
Number 14, Jen.
All of a sudden, they are now at set point 24-21. Nogales. That drops. 1 point saved by the Thunderbells.
Already with 9 points of the match. That's a good number for Riza Nogales.
Yeah.
Mari Madayag late in that blocking sequence.
Tying her output in their preliminary matchup against Choco Mucho. Tolentino. Oh, what a dig by Gonzaga. We go on. Boy pa. Chance now for the Flying Titans. Back set to Kat. Eroa with the save. Robles gives up a free ball. Wong goes back to Tolentino with the hammer.
25 to 22.
And what a way to end set number 2. Kat Tolentino saving the day.
Pure Gold, always panalo play of the set. Brought to you by Pure Gold. So Pure Gold, always panalo. We go to set 3. We are tied 1 set apiece. Okay, back inside the PVL Center in San Juan for your PVL 2026 All-Filipino Conference. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans with a huge response in set 2. Getting that one over the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. We'll take a look at the highlights. Again, let's reiterate what worked well for Choco Mucho dito sa second set, Jamie.
I have to give credit to the wing spikers and CC Rondina and Kat Tolentino. When they needed that point, they heavily relied on that left pin in talking about CC Rondina, but also the insertion of Aya Laura really helped to boost the offense of Choco Mucho in terms of defense and also reception, and that's why they had that finishing kick in set number 2.
All right, we'll see the numbers in just a bit. Just to prove a point of how Choco Mucho turned the tables in the second set.
And you see the huge gap in attacks, 12 for Zus Coffee and 17 for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and 2 blocks for both teams. And Zus Coffee had a difficult time in the latter part of set number 2, but at the start, Dip and Lexi, they were able to have a strong start, but it didn't work in that last part.
All right, so we are now with Lexi here, who was reporting to us at the sidelines. And what can you say about the wing spikers of Choco Mucho? I'm sure you got to talk to them also, but now they're performing well.
Yeah, well, you know, guys, if there's anything about the Flying Titans, that pride within them, whenever that phone rings, anyone will answer that call and they will really step up and show. Just what you mentioned, there's CC, there's Scat who will really step up. And there's also Aya Laura, you know, she's fresh off the bench, but she did tell me that any time that she's called on, she will definitely deliver.
Right, and then thank you so much, Lexi, for that. You know, Aya Laura, in their last match against Zus Coffee, set 4 na siya pinasok, diba? Dulo na, and then she only had 1 point. But in this match, Jamie, maaga siya tinawag ni Coach Dante. And because they need this one, as we mentioned, there's no more tomorrow if they lose. So they had to call her number right away.
You know, ever since her injury, she would get little snippets of playing time. But Dip, you're right. She came in early in this game, and they have no choice now. Because if they lose today, they don't continue. And as we see the starting lineup of Choco Mucho, Aya will be starting here in set number 3. And Villegas as well.
Yeah. She came in ready already with 3 points. Talking about Aya Laure and, of course, CC Rondina. We have to mention 14 points in the match. 9 of those 14 in set 2. So set 3 underway here on One Sports. One Sports Plus and the Filipinas live app. And first exchange here, Santiago will go up. Zus Coffee opting for a switch up here with Chini Arroyo in the mix. After not seeing action the past 2 sets, gets another look. Saved still. Rondina with a blockbuster.
It scores 1 for Choco Mucho.
15 points for CC Rondina. And she has been the bright spot for Choco Mucho. And we also have Pete Santiago starting here as well for Zus Coffee.
Lumusot.
Gagate.
And Gagate with her 7th point.
And Aya Laure reading that right on that back quick of Thea, but just could not control that first ball.
That is an overpass. And Chini Arroyo says, give me that.
That is her first point of the match, hoping to liven things up here for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, taking advantage of that overpass.
Set up to the middle, but sent back by the number 1 blocker, Riza Nogales, who has 10 points. The first Thunderbell in double digits.
No, she's just been able to do her job well, and that is the primary responsibility of the middle blocker, and that is to block, and she is shining for Zus. That's a good set.
Play on. Arroyo, that is short.
Arroyo into the net.
Chini trying to go for that sharp cross. Didn't work this time.
Rondina serving for the Flying Titans.
Mondoñedo goes back to Arroyo on the tip. Kept alive. Oh, a rolling shot. Off-speed works for Ea Laure.
You know, for moments like that, it should be Chinny Arroyo getting that first contact because Chloe will be the one to get that second ball to set.
Great save too by Dina Wong. Set back by Villegas. Santiago will score though for Zus Coffee.
There's a ball touch.
You know, Kate, she's always been explosive. She has a hefty hand, being a lefty opposite. Just getting a hand on that one from Ea Laure.
Kate Santiago serving.
Back set to Tolentino. Eroa, right place for the pickup. Oh,
wow.
What a dig by Ponce. Laure on the cross court but kept alive by Eroa. Second try for Ea. Still playable. And nobody home after it was rejected.
For all.
We've seen no communication on 2 sequences so far of the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Good block, kill block by Kat.
Tied at 4. Klo continues to go to Arroyo and she wants to build Chinny's confidence.
Yeah. Arroyo usually being a starter before in past conferences, hoping to change things up for Zus.
Yeah, she started actually. Dun sa laban nila against Choco Mucho last March 19. But again, because Dakis entered the starting lineup this game, Arroyo came off the bench. Ceballos. Joust won by Choco Mucho.
Valentino wins the joust over Nogales. 5-all.
And Zus Coffee not taking care of the small things. That overpass by Chinny Arroyo and Kat and Maddie just taking advantage of that one.
Serving for the Flying Titans.
5-all. Mondoñedo delivers it to Ceballos. Ponce has been doing her thing. Thunderbells again on the attack. Santiago, it drops.
Santiago off the net and in.
With the help of the net there, talking about Kate. Hoping to boost the offense here of Zus Coffee. To see some battle here in set number 3.
Serving for the Thunderbells.
1-2 for Wong. Zus Coffee was ready. Mondoñedo a bit eager to send that away. Kate. Kat picks it up. 1-2 again. Still read by Zus Coffee. This time they set up Laure, but that is out.
Ball is out. 7.
Few exchanges between both teams, but Ea miscalculating that one, going cross.
Service. Nogales.
2-point advantage now for the Thunderbells. Look at the numbers by Riza Nogales. 6 points on attack. Built on attacks, 3 blocks, and a service ace for the middle blocker. Kept alive by the Flying Titans. Santiago. Oh, Ceballos finds a way.
First technical timeout.
3 unanswered points for Zus Coffee to bring us to the first technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. I'm sure that a lot of you are really looking forward to see all of these players, and that is why if you want to see them on the PVL All-Star Showcase happening this May 1st in Candon City, make sure that you tune in and cast your votes on pvl.ph/all-star. Well, these All-Stars are also showcasing what they can do at this match, and the key to that for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells is keeping the ball alive. And Eliza Eroa, that's her role all throughout, and she's delivered, especially through the first 2 sets. You know, this reminds me of a conversation that I had with her, and she did tell me na itong conference na to, pwedeng sinanay silang matalo, pero ngayon pagod na silang matalo, and they really want to prove themselves that they can do more than what they're expected. Now back to you, Jamie and Dip.
Thanks, Lexi, for remembering me. But,
yeah, you can't get over that one.
well, Zus Coffee, going back to that report as they get this one. We've talked about it at the start of this match, the story for them this conference. It was really a grind out for them. An uphill battle, winning 1 game all throughout their preliminary round. But they're tired of it. Yun yung gusto mong sabihin ni Eroa, diba? They want to win, which is why they're playing with more urgency right now. However, Choco Mucho also, they want to advance, of course. So right now, it's the toss-up with how it is, 1 set apiece. And Madayag ready to serve. Maddie, by the way, has 12 points already.
Ooh.
That's a good-looking attack from Gagate.
Yeah.
Probably the best set to her in this match.
That was a quick set coming from Chloe, and no blocker found for Choco Mucho. Zus up by 3.
Mondoñedo sends it to Arroyo, picked up CC with the extra step. One more time for Rondina. Had to use her offhand. Santiago waits for it.
Oh, wow.
And gets the point.
You know, being that lefty opposite, you're able to tackle all angles. She can go down the line, but this time she went cross right behind Kat Tolentino. That's a good spot for Kate.
4-point lead now for Zus Coffee. Trying to pull away, and Arroyo with the setback.
Running slide by Villegas just does not work for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells.
And a timeout for Choco Mucho.
Viola already with 2 points of the match.
More importantly, they are up by 5, and they could add to this lead. But that time, it's saved. Laure had to adjust. Wong. High up to Rondina on the cross court.
And a lot of the load has been given to CC Rondina, and the Zus Coffee Thunderbells are having a difficult time in the blocking department, and you're up against Gagate. Good receive by Lai.
Slowed down by the blockers of Choco Mucho. They go to Tolentino, but again, the net defense of Zus Coffee making it hard for the attackers of Choco Mucho, and Viola Ceballos might have gotten hurt in that sequence.
23, Robles.
As she hobbles to the bench. Chini Arroyo back on the floor. Tess Robles too.
Oh!
A solid block.
And again, another block point for the Thunderbells. That has been the main story here in set 3.
And Choco Mucho, no one is talking on the court. Balls are dropping in between players, and the balls are diggable.
That's already the third block of Zus Coffee as a team in set 3. Check that, the fourth block already. And then a point for Riza Nogales. Oh, they are pulling away quickly.
And we have to look at the journey here in this All-Filipino Conference. They're still trying to find their rhythm. Maybe today is the day for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells.
15-8, the biggest lead now of either team in the match. Rondina popped up by Gagate. Free ball given up. Wong. Tolentino, it goes.
And things need to pick up now for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Dina Wong needing to activate more players aside from CC Rondina.
Oh, Nogales from the middle has been the recipient of Mondoñedo's sets as we go to the second technical timeout. UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. Speaking of UAAP, we've got former UAAP players. One specifically is Riza Nogales, who has been stepping up for Zus Coffee tonight. And as I say that, she continues to punish the attackers of Choco Mucho.
Punish and also silence the weapons here of Choco Mucho. No coverage found for Choco Mucho.
13 points for the middle blocker, and 4 of those coming from blocks. How about another one?
Things just picking up here for Riza Nogales and the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, and Choco Mucho unable to solve this problem.
Timeout, Flying Titans.
Kakaintindihan, insisting man eh. Okay? Kailangan lang tayo mag-focus sa side out natin. Okay, yung side out. Okay? Okay, nakaintindihan. Papagalaw na natin ang receiver at mamaya, yun ang kailangan natin gawin mamaya pag nakapatay tayo sa side out natin, ha? Hey! Tapos na, ha?
Isang ikot! Isang ikot! Choco Mucho!
Coach Dante just reiterating that they need one side out here just to rotate things for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and Riza Nogales has been causing a lot of problems scoring and also the kill blocks.
Yeah. 9-2 run for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Mondoñedo goes to Arroyo. A 10-point lead for Zus Coffee.
And things for the Choco Mucho Flying Titan, they've been a bit disorganized this third set, and Zus Coffee taking advantage and also earning their points as well.
And finally, after multiple attempts to stop the bleeding, Choco Mucho getting a point from a tough set. Wong going to Laure. The spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. For Choco Mucho now, they just need to keep playing, not really mind the score.
Yeah.
It can start with this, back-to-back.
Valentino with a fair block.
After that good serve by Pecaña.
And Choco Mucho needs this. They need to try and gain some spark here in set number 3.
Service. Pecaña.
Better ball this time. The slide by Nogales. There's a net fault.
There's a net touch for the
Oh,
Cloud.
nothing going right
Yeah.
20.
for Choco Mucho here in set 3.
A lot of errors, players not talking.
Chiniero.
And as for Zus Coffee, the blocking has stepped up big time here in set number 3. Chini Arroyo with 5 points.
Back set, Tolentino. Checked. Santiago, that is short.
A little too low. 12 to 20. Substitution. Choco Mucho. 10 out. 9 to par. In.
Double substitution here for the Flying Titans. Bicar, Santiago Manabat back on the floor.
Alina Bicar. Serving.
Zus Coffee are 5 points away here.
Wow.
Backward. Nogales.
She has been unguardable. Riza Nogales with 15 points.
And also the reception has been steady, which allows Cloan to activate Riza Nogales. What a day for Nogales.
25th overall pick in last year's draft. But then again, that is just a number now because she's playing so well in her first year.
To double on Din Din.
22 to 12.
So another double contact here on Choco Mucho. It also happened to them earlier in the match.
Yep.
Service.
There's a certain spin
Nogales.
with a double.
10 ulit ang lamang ng Zus Coffee. And Nogales doing everything. What can she do at the moment? Laure with a drop. Robles with the effort. We go on. Ea. Nogales with the dig. Laure. Oh, that was so
That didn't
tough for
cross.
her. She lost
23 to 12.
gas in the end.
You gotta give Riza maybe 3 points in just that sequence, but she got every single dig coming her way. And Choco Mucho not looking too hot
Service.
here in set number 3.
Nogales.
I mean, we knew when she was picked in the 3rd round, but people were saying she's a steal and all that. But you know what she's capable of if you
Ball
saw
is
her
out.
in the UAP also.
Yes,
Zus
exactly.
Coffee now at set point.
You can also say she has exceeded expectations because she is
Service.
the top
Nogales.
performer.
Yeah.
And then she has saved Zus Coffee in most of their games. And now they are at set point. Laure, it goes through.
Into the block. Laure. 13 to 24.
And Choco Mucho needing to step up things big time here in that block of Chloe, and a bit far
Ea
from the net
Laure
in that
serving
sequence.
for the
But
Flying
Zus
Tigers.
Coffee, they're completely in sync and in system.
Or they will need a miracle at this point to catch up, and Gagate will close the door
And the
here in
Thunderbells
set 3.
take the 3rd set.
A
25.
commanding victory in the 3rd set. Pure Gold always panalo. Play of the set brought to you by Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always panalo. 25 to 13 as we head to set 4.
25-21, 25-22, and 25-13. Yes, that is the score of set number 3 that only lasted in 23 minutes. The Zus Coffee Thunderbells taking on the Choco Mucho Flying Titans here in the play-in tournament. And what a game for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. They only have one win so far in that preliminary round, but they are trying to win when it matters. And so far, so good for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. But as for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in set number 3, they were a bit disorganized, no one talking to each other, allowing balls to fall in between them, and no urgency that we witnessed for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's talk set 3 stats here. 15 attacks for Zus Coffee and 9 for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. 5 blocks, key blocks there for Zus Coffee, and they only tallied 2 errors in that set number 3. I want to highlight, of course, Riza Nogales. She was just on point. She had the Midas touch when she was in the front row with the blocks at the service line, and also in the digging department, unfazed by the swings coming her way from Aya Laure.
I mean, no words really for how she played in that third set for Riza Nogales. I mean, that was close to perfection. As you take a look at the leading scorers, she has 15 points. CC has 16 points, but they need more support, and it needs to translate right away here in set 4.
Nogales, 15 points. That is a huge
This is
number
set number 4
coming
of
from
our
a middle
play-in
blocker.
match between Choco
And you're right,
Mucho
Dip.
and
Choco
Zus
Mucho
Coffee.
needing more support for CC
Thunderbells took the
Rondina.
third
We've
set,
seen this many times
5-13.
here in the
Now lead
PVL.
match
The offense has to be
2
split.
sets
It has to be shared.
to the Flying
Set 4 about to begin on One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. Dip Yanko with Jamie La Victoria. Lexi Rodriguez, we'll hear from her later on. And they're just trying to figure out the rotation for Zus Coffee. Dina Wong will start us off with this one. Again, 5 days ago in their final
First
preliminary
serve.
match,
Choco
Choco Mucho won in 4
Dina
sets,
Wong.
but Zus Coffee did their homework. And they're up to the
Arroyo
challenge.
scores 1.
Galleries did it a while ago, beating the the higher seed in Capital One, and
Ayan,
now
Agate. Serving.
Zus Coffee, they want to be the second team to do that. Laure, picked up by Arroyo. Santiago. CC from behind. Oh, Nogales again covering. Zaneto Riza was not aware.
Yeah,
Nobody there. 1-0.
but let's give her that because she was the reason why they won in set number 3. Good up by Chloe.
Ella. Serving for the Flying Titans.
For Choco Mucho, in this set, they have to switch it up. Their body language was down in the third
Dina
set.
hits the spot. 2-2.
But it's not too late.
And that's a good sequence here by Choco Mucho. Good dig by Ponce. And look at that cross court by CC Rondina.
That ties the set
Short on
at
the
2.
serve was Laure, which Dante trying to
Santiago.
figure out
Serving for
in
Zus
deep
Coffee.
thought. What can they do?
Rondina.
CC,
Breaks the block.
she will be there.
Serving
Yeah.
2.
But again, for Choco Mucho, she can't do it alone.
Yeah, she's been doing the heavy lifting. We haven't seen a lot of activation from Villegas. But Mari Madayak, she has good numbers so far in this match.
Yeah, 12 points for Maddie.
Serving for the Flying Titans. Trio.
That is short for Pecanya. Well, we also have to give credit to the defense, to the floor net defense of Zus Coffee.
That's right. Of course, Rizzo Nogales has stepped up big time, along with Chini Arroyo, who has 6 points.
On the swing
That
set,
drops
Madayag.
for Madayag, and a chance for us to send this to Lexi Rodriguez.
Dip and Jamie, I know that you and maybe the rest of the fans are asking what is really happening with Choco Mucho right now. Well, you know, just before the set started, Coach Dante and Coach Jessie Lopez did talk to the girls, and they said the same thing that what you said, Jamie. This is not just a one-man team. This is not just CC who's working on everything. It has to be shared, and it has to be wanted also. They also did their homework, you know, they watched, they had their viewings. Inaral de nila how Zus is playing, but that needs to be translated here on the court right now. So they did it last Thursday, and maybe they can turn things around this time. If you also want to watch, of course, our All-Stars like Cici Rondina on the All-Star Showcase, make sure to cast your votes on pvl.ph/All-Star because the All-Star Showcase will be happening on May 1st in Candon City. Back to you, Jamie and Dip.
Thanks, Lexi, for that report. That is a month and a week from now, no? Holiday yun, so will you be there?
Maybe.
Maybe, sir. Baka mamaya nasa All-Star ka rin maglalaro.
I might play. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys.
That is a block for Choco Mucho. And according to Lexi, napag-usapan nila yan, Coach Jessie Lopez, assistant coach, Coach Dante, trying to give some life and courage the Flying Titans. Has to be a team effort. And they get a block touch there. Robles clipping the net. The effort from CC. Laure with a swing. But saved by Arroyo. Back with the Flying Titans. Madayag finds the sweet spot.
7, serving 4.
And this is her specialty, this running attack, and went for that power tip. No defense for Zus.
I mean, we talked about support. Right away, Maddie with 4 points.
That's too low for
in this
Thea.
set. And she has a total of 16. We go to the first technical timeout. Choco Mucho up by 4. Mr. Nico Halili, sports content head of Signal TV.
Substitution, Zus Coffee, 9 out, 8, Gonzaga in.
It's a 4-point advantage now for Choco Mucho.
CC Rondina, serving.
And sometimes all you need is one play, one moment that could fire you up. That is a solid block from Thea Gagate to reach the double-digit mark.
5, serving 8.
So the 2 middle blockers of Zus Coffee now with double digits.
Team captain, Chloe serving.
Dina goes to Laure.
Laure off the hand of Aroa. 9,
Now that's a
5.
swing coming from Aya.
That is our spike of the set, brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Maddie Madayag, serving for Choco Mucho.
Maddie serving now for Choco Mucho. This is a chance for the Flying Titans. Wong to Pecaña, dug by Mondoñedo. What a save by Maddie. Rondina, set back. Laure tries to make do. Cess, outside. Points for Choco Mucho.
Will be a challenge called by Zus. A block touch challenge on the swing of Cess Robles.
Block touch. Challenge is block touch. Zus Coffee.
The block touch challenge called by the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, down by 5 points. Here in set number 4, of course, Choco Mucho wanting to extend this match.
Yeah.
And the time is now for them. Things have picked up. More urgency we're seeing by the Flying Titans.
So the winner of this match will face the number 6 Akari Chargers on Saturday. A while ago, Galleries Tower eliminating Capital One. They will face next lead in the first match this Saturday as well.
Take a look at this challenge. A clear swing going outside, so the point will be rewarded to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho serves.
Well, you have to admire Choco Mucho for
Maddie
flipping the
Madaya,
switch
serve.
here in the 4th set. The way they played in set 3, it seemed like they were going to be out of it. But it's a brand new set
11-5.
and brand new life for Choco Mucho here in the 4th. Maddie Madayag with 17 points, her second ace, and a timeout for Zus Coffee.
Bakit hindi na magpapasa kayo? Babalik lang, kahit kano ka na, tignan ka na. Oo. Carmen, para tignan naman na kayo.
Dahan-dahanin lang natin.
Dahan-dahan.
For a week? Huwag natin ito bitawan. For a week? Hindi natin ibibigay basta-basta.
Okay lang yan.
Iwan tayo, ladies. Walang problema kahit hindi perfect pass, ha? Taas lang tayo.
I like what Chloe Ann said in the timeout. The pass doesn't have to be perfect. Just put it up. Doesn't need to be a pass in the setter's box. You just want to get the ball rolling here for Zus Coffee, but this is definitely a turnaround here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and that girl on our screens, Maddie Madayag, has stepped up big time. And to think that she didn't start, she was, we were waiting for her injury, but now she's coming full bloom here.
I mean, look at that. Saving it for Choco Mucho. Gonzaga. Laure. Sent back. Back row this time for CC. Saved by Eroa. Gonzaga. That goes into the antenna.
Ball is out. 12.
Emotions are high here for Zus Coffee. Rushing their movements, committing errors. And Choco Mucho, they are at ease here in set number 4.
Their turn to enjoy this big lead. Robles. Almost saved, but it dropped.
Off the hand of Rondina. 6.
That's a good swing, a heavy swing by Cess Robles. Coming from the right pin. Late to that block, Lorraine Pacaña.
Wing for the Thunderbirds.
Easy pickings there for Robles. Arroyo. Back with the Flying Titans. The swing by Laure. Chini again. Wala pa rin. Wong. Pipe attack from CC. And Mondoñedo will give up a free ball.
Not ready.
Yeah, she wasn't. Easy over. Maybe a better execution this time. And
Laure with a cross-court
putting it
shot.
down.
13-6.
And Eroa just not reading that swing of Laure.
You can feel the exhaustion after each rally.
Dina Wong serving for the
They are
flying
giving it their all.
Hit the net.
Arroyo
14
couldn't
to
send it
6.
over. This is now the biggest lead of Choco Mucho. And
Timeout.
the Thunderbells will use up their final timeout.
Sige lang, sige lang. Adjust na tayo.
And the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are taking control here in set number 4. Aya Lara has come alive, going cross. But for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells, they are definitely tested here. A lot of their spikers have been silenced, not a lot of activation from the middle blockers, and the serves have been tough coming from Choco Mucho.
Look at the effort from the Flying Titans. Gonzaga, nothing easy right now for Zus Coffee.
On the hit out, Laure.
And Laure,
15 to 6.
10 points now off the bench.
She has just been superb this game. Up against Jovelyn Gonzaga and unfazed by the block of Zus. Reception has been faulty for Zus.
Ponce tosses. Tolentino. For the floor now as the libero keeps it alive. There is a challenge. A floor touch challenge for Choco Mucho.
There's a challenge from Choco Mucho for the floor challenge. Floor touch, Choco Mucho.
Oh, they are not giving any chances here to Zus Coffee right now.
Floor touch challenge called by Choco Mucho here in the 4th. Up by 9 points.
Let's see. That is good.
Yeah. Where's the floor?
With the floor
Floor
defense.
touch, the challenge is unsuccessful for
Sorry.
Choco Mucho.
I'll let you have that one.
They can serve. Go to Zus Coffee. Teo Gagate serving.
7 to 15. 8 points ang hinahabol. Back to 9.
Second
As we
technical
go to the
timeout,
second
16,
technical timeout. Choco Mucho up by
7.
9.
Zus Coffee.
Now is your chance to make your dream team come true. Voting is now online for the Volleyball All-Star Showcase in Candon City on May 1. Cast your votes at pvl.ph/all-star. The Volleyball All-Star Showcase will also be available live
Into the second
on the Pilipinas
technical
live app. Again, you saw the
Ella
website.
serving.
Go ahead and vote for your favorite stars to see action
Outside shot.
on May 1.
Arroyo. 17-7.
in Candon City. Nandun sa choices. Sa bandang baba ata si Jamie Lavitore sa choices.
Service. Laura.
Hahanapin niyo lang.
I won't be there, guys.
Mondoniedo, back set to Gonzaga. Kulo, back to Jovelyn. It goes.
Gonzaga succeeds at second try.
See the effort coming from Jovelyn Gonzaga, trying to go for that sharp cross, but the blocking has been good in this time.
Gonzaga.
She went for zone 6.
That sails out for Gonzaga.
Ball
This
is out.
is exactly how it went in the third set,
Right.
but the other way around.
Lorraine Tacania. Serving for the Flying Titans.
Pecania on deck to serve, 18-8. Arroyo. No connection there. Wong, Rondina, unleashes.
Rondina hits the spot.
Good swing
19-8.
from CC Rondina, and the Zus Coffee Thunderbells just having a difficult time even just getting a side out here.
The lead just keeps on increasing. Nogales, dug by Wong. Laure, putting some spin on that. Arroyo. That's a point for Chini Arroyo.
That's a good
9,
angle
9.
coming from Chini Arroyo going down the line,
Substitution.
trying to escape that block of Maddie and
19
Kat.
out.
You have Mike
24,
Ortiz.
in.
I think Chisayat wanted to come in.
Chini Arroyo serving.
Mike Ortiz, you're right. Seeing action for the first time against her former team.
Valentino.
And down
Down the
it
line.
goes for Kat Valentino.
Substitution.
It's a clear pathway
21 out,
going
18
down the line for Kat.
in.
No block found for Zus Coffee.
Substitution. Choco Mucho. 3 out. 6.
Just the right time for Tolentino to help out her teammates.
Din Din and Tia. Tia seeing court action for the first time.
Yep,
Andaya for the serve.
they are 5 points away from sending this to a fifth. Ortiz. A push by Saet, looking for the point. Not given. Rondina with a wind-up. Saet sets up Robles. No
That's
check.
outside, yeah.
Side shot.
It is
Robles.
wide.
21. Substitution. Zus Coffee.
A lot of
23
errors for
outside from
Zus
Oso
Coffee.
in.
Here in set number 4, a lot of spiking errors to be exact.
You know, the biggest lead of Zus Coffee in set 3 was 12. And right now, Choco Mucho has a 12-point lead.
Ball is in.
Down to 11 after that point from Saet, who has been trying to get past the defense of Choco Mucho.
They need her leadership here in set number 4. Her veteran presence, her experience.
Michael Ortiz serving for the Thunderbirds.
Andaya. Rondina breaks the block.
Into the block.
20 points for CC.
Now this is what happens when Choco Mucho is in sync, they're in system, and they are fired up here in set number 4.
Already surpassing her total against
Quick
Zus
attack.
Coffee
Gagate.
in their previous match. Gagate
22.
able to get a point. She's got 11.
Chisa. Coffee.
Santiago Manabat, that drops.
Manabat. 23-11.
And players just looking at each other here for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Just things not working in their favor.
It looks like Nogales will sit this one out and come back in the 5th. Because it is looking like the inevitable right now with how big this advantage is for Choco Mucho. CC, pipe attack.
Dina through the block. Choco Mucho looking to extend.
This is a good double sub here for Coach Dante. Tia Andaya slowly gaining confidence here in set number 4.
And you're also allowing Dina Wong to get a breather.
Yeah.
Madayag on the short serve. Set point here.
Wow.
Laure for the finisher. And we are going to set 5. Pure Gold always panalo. Play of the set brought to you by Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always panalo. We'll be back with the 5th and final after the break. Back inside the PVL Center in San Juan for PVL 2026 All-Filipino Conference. Guess what? We are not yet done. We want more as we take a look at the highlights in the 4th set. And the Flying Titans coming alive as they survive and are still in the running.
And what a set for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They played as a team. The effort was there. The urgency was much better. Gotta give credit to CC Rondina, Dina Wong, Mari Madayag, Kat Tolentino, and of course, A. Laure. Everyone pitching in and providing points. As we see the set 4 stats here, 7 attacks for Zeus and 15 for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, but there were 8 errors caused by Zus Coffee.
And now let's hear this report from Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Dip and Jamie, you know, before we started this day here in the PVL, the Heart of Volleyball, it was really because it all comes down to this. We'll see who's the toughest, we'll see who's the strongest, but the story for volleyball right at this moment is really the battle of heart and hustle. You know, the hustle for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells has been very evident right from the point, the very first point. And, you know, a player that is also really stepping up right at this moment is Jeannie Arroyo. She's contributing as much as she can. She's a young player, she did tell me that, but the love for volleyball is what pushes her to match the high level of play like what Aya Laure is doing. Aya Laure, so much pride, so much heart as well for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and there's so many things going on for them, but right now their focus is really bringing in that Titan pride to get their win. Let the set 5 begin.
This is the
We are ready. Thank you so much, Lexi, for gracing the Taraflex all the way down, and now the stage is set.
Yes.
We are ready for set 5. We had 11 5-setters in the preliminary round. The first one here in the play-in and the 12th in total. And very fittingly, as we are now entering this do-or-die phase. Tip Dipianco, Jamie La Victoria, and Lexi Rodriguez for this one. Zus Coffee will start us off in 5-setters. Zus Coffee, this conference, they have had 3 set 5s already. As Laure draws first blood.
She's just punching that block of the Zus Coffee Thunderbells. Came off the bench earlier in this match, and now she will stay on here in the 5th. And the winner of today's match will go on and play on the Akari Chargers. Should be a good one.
I'll check that. Zus Coffee. They had 2 5-setters prior to this. 1 win against Akari and the loss against Gallery's Tower. As Gagate, a little overzealous, committing a net violation. That's 2 points now for Choco Mucho.
A little bit too aggressive coming from Thea on that overpass.
And for the Flying Titans, nakatatlong 5 sets sila in the elimination round. They lost to Capital One, beat Gallery's Tower, and lost to Farm Fresh. But this is a different ball game altogether. Santiago puts Zus Coffee on the board here in the 5th.
Kate starting this set. Rad back in the starting unit here in the 5th. So a different mix we're seeing with Coach Jerry in this 5th set.
Rad, who started this match, is back on the floor. Did not see action in the past couple of sets. Rondina, it is out.
I think there's a touch on that one.
Yeah, there's a block touch.
On Rizzo Nogales. Admitting to that one.
2-point lead for Choco Mucho. Pecanya, service in, broken play. Dakis with a step back. But an over dig by Pecanya leads to the point of Zus Coffee.
And Rizzo Nogales already with 16 points in this match. What a performance coming from her, just outsmarting the defense here of Choco Mucho.
Wong to Madayag. At the middle. 18 points for Maddie.
What a swing coming from Maddie Madayag. Perfect reception from Aya. And a fast set from Dina Wong.
Mondoniedo sets up Dakis.
Wow.
Great effort from Laure. CC. It's a bit behind her. Rad. Straight to Ponce. Rondina! Here we go! Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Clear pathway going down the line. And everything just working for Choco Mucho.
23 points for Rondina. Mondoniedo goes back to Rad. Covered by Santiago. Dakis again. Laure has been stellar at the back. As of late, it's CC taking care of the attacking.
Gotta give credit to the efforts of Aya Laure sweeping in the back. Just a full team effort for the Flying Titans here in the 5th.
A 4-point lead for the Flying Titans. Saet, now the setter for Zus Coffee. Ball slowed down. Wong to Madayag, picked up by Robles. Free ball for Choco Mucho. They go back to Maddie on the blockbuster.
7-2.
And this is no surprise to us coming from Maddie. That running has been working. And Choco Mucho is fired up.
7-2, that is in! Service ace for Kat Tolentino. And her 10th point of the match as we go for a court switch. And we use this time to invite you. Now is your chance to make your dream team come true. Voting is now online for the Volleyball All-Star Showcase in Candon City on May 1. Cast your votes at pvl.ph/all-star. The Volleyball All-Star Showcase will also be available live on the Pilipinas Live app.
What a match here. in the play-in tournament, first day of the play-in tournament, and the winner of this game will take on the Akari Chargers and Choco Mucho up by 6 here in the 5th.
Valentino.
This is
Serving for Choco
a
Mucho.
commanding lead at this part of the match. It is magnified
The block.
in a race to 15 battle because we are zooming in quick. But Daki's giving them a much-needed point.
And they need this. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they have the momentum here in the 5th. And the Zus Coffee Thunderbells want to break that now.
23 out, 10.
Double sub.
Arroyo in. 13 out.
They will bring
17,
in
Ceballos.
Fiola Ceballos to serve. Chini Arroyo.
Actually, it's not a double sub. It is.
Or rather, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
check that, sorry.
separate.
Yeah.
Ceballos.
It's 2 spikers.
No.
Yeah. Excuse us.
Thank you for
We're
that.
too excited.
And Madayag almost. Nogales gets it. Saet puts it up for Gonzaga. Ponce. Steady hands. A bit low for
That's too
Madayag.
low.
Too low to cross.
It's a bit forced coming from Dina Wong. She knew it as she released that ball. She knew the block was there.
Saet continues to be the setter for the Thunderbells. Ceballos tasked to do the hard stuff. To serve it safely. And Rondina with a bomb. 25 for CC.
Attacking high and long. It's a messy sequence there for Zeus.
Serving for the Flying Titans.
9-4. Gonzaga. Easy over. Dina. Still a bit low for Madayag.
Yeah.
And Nogales mistiming that one
10. Serving 4.
as it went over.
Let's see what happened there with Nogales. She tried to block it, didn't realize the ball was already on her side.
Oh, that is costly for the Thunderbells, who are trailing by 6. Block touches have been there. Here comes Madayag. But the block
Madayag rejected.
for Chini Arroyo.
Gonzalez and Arroyo.
Just
5
shutting
to the 10.
down Maddie on that running attack. Down by 5.
Riza Nogales. Serving for the Thunderbells.
Service in for Nogales. Swung.
Wow.
CC Rondina from
Rondina.
everywhere has been on target.
An easy and quick side out for Choco Mucho. And of course, they lean to CC Rondina coming from the back.
For Choco Mucho.
Maddie, who just came back 3 games ago, has been a game changer. Laure off the block and out.
Laure.
They are ready to slay.
No words to describe Choco Mucho right now. They started slow, but they're trying to end on a high here in the 5th.
12-5. Eroa gets it to Saet. Arroyo, it drops.
Arroyo.
And
into
Wong
the block.
Tecania having a bit of a light moment there.
Substitution. Zus Coffee. 8 out. 21. Mondoniedo in. 18 out. 9. Santiago.
You can sense the pressure right now on the side of the Thunderbells.
Yes.
Team captain. Flo Mondoniedo. Serving.
This is knockout volleyball after all. And
Ball is
so
out. 7,
they know what's at
12.
stake. No second chances after this. Outside for Laure. That's back-to-back for Zus Coffee.
Mondoniedo.
They need 5 more. Dina. Ea blocked.
Gotcha. Santiago.
Sent back
Laure. I'm out.
by
Flying Titans.
Santiago. G and Thea teaming up. And a timeout for Choco Mucho.
Ito lang option natin. Para kaibigan, ha? Para dito tayo, para may option tayo. May option tayo dito, ha? Let's go, let's go. Ha? Let's go.
Choco Mucho! Title break! Hey, next point!
Stadium in Manila.
And Choco Mucho just 3 points away of clinching set number 5. But we have a full front row now for the Zus Coffee Thunderbells.
Yeah, let's see how they respond. Choco Mucho after the timeout of Coach Dante. The Zus Coffee. They get another point. Kate Santiago earlier got a block. This time, an attack. That's 4 unanswered points for the Thunderbells to keep them within distance. This is not yet over. And a good serve at that. Laure picked up. The push though. Chance for the white shirt. Swong brings it to Pecania. No. Redo. They recalibrate. Eroa guides it towards Arroyo. Guarded by Tolentino. Laure rejected. Mondoniedo, reverse, Santiago. Joust! Won by Dina Wong against the taller Gagate.
What a sequence between both teams. Good defense by Choco Mucho and Dina Wong winning that joust against Thea Gagate.
And letting her know. Why not? That was a very important point. Laure couldn't get it. Oh!
Miscommunication. 10 to 13.
Crazy sequence just when Choco Mucho thought that it was going to be an easy ball. Zus Coffee did not give up.
There's no presence of mind with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in that sequence. The play was still going on.
This is a 3-point game. This is the play-in tournament. Winner go home, knockout match. And Ces Robles will be the one to serve for Zus Coffee. Dina, back set, Tolentino. And it will drop.
Tolentino.
Choco Mucho at match point.
What a lethal swing by Kat Tolentino coming from the right pin, targeting Klo, and what a strong hit by Kat.
4 match points for the Flying Titans. And it's in the hands of Ea Laure. Coming off the bench, but unable to send it over. But they are still up by 3 points here. Well, Zus Coffee, they showed that they could make a run in the 5th.
Substitution.
Des Cheng will be brought in for Laure.
8 out. 2 Cheng in.
Who is walking a bit gingerly towards the bench. But let's see here. Wong to Rondina. Saved by Mondoniedo. Dakis. One more time. Tina to Kat. No. CC. And down it goes. As the Choco Mucho Flying Titans complete the comeback. They survive the gritty Zus Coffee Thunderbells, who refused to give up. That is our Pure Gold Always Panalo play of the set, brought to you by Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always panalo.
Congratulations.
We'll take a short break. We'll be back. to wrap this one up.
Match in 5 sets. 21-25. 25.
Back inside the PhilOil Center in San Juan for their PVL 2026 All-Filipino Conference. We just finished this 5-set thriller between Choco Mucho edging out Zus Coffee in this play-in step ladder. And our player of the game, who made her comeback a few games ago, will be with our very own Lexi Rodriguez in just a bit. What a performance for Choco Mucho. Players stepping up. And now we are ready. Lexi, take it away.
Well, Tip and Jamie, I am with the player of the game, the X factor of this match, none other than from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Maddie Madayag with 19 points and a 64% spiking success rate. Now, Ate Maddie, you know, it's exchange of hands, exchange of sets and points. Paano kayo nag-mentally reset every after set?
May mga times talaga na nawawala kami, but I'm really happy na kaya nang bumalik ng team. So it's been a struggle for the past conferences na pag nalabangan kami, may times na hindi na kami bumabawi. Parang nawawala na kami ng gana. But ngayon, iba na yung mindset ng team and I'm so happy na nanalo kami today kasi we really worked as a team today.
You really worked on it and you really earned it this time around. But you know, it's something that I wanted to ask also on a personal note. You've been activated here on the court. What was working for you timing-wise?
I just didn't want to lose. Yun lang talaga. As competitive na tao, ayaw ka lang talaga matalo. And kasi maganda yung roster ng team eh. So ayaw namin na tumigil dito. Kaya we wanted to play pa.
You know, maybe just to wrap this up, what did this match reveal about the team that's not seen on the stat sheet?
We can work as a team now. That's all I can say.
And of course, Ate Maddie, buhay na buhay pa rin ang Ube Nation. Is there anyone that you'd like to greet? A message to the Ube Nation.
Hello, Ube Nation! Thank you for supporting us and I hope to see you in our next games. Also, I want to greet my family, my mom, my dad, my lola, and Madayag family, the Vinagracia family, Domingo family, Acosta family. Happy birthday, Dante Alinsunurin Sr., Daddy Coach Dante. And guys, see you sa next games namin.
Thank you so much, Ate Maddie, and congratulations. Well, if you want to see Maddie Madayag and maybe your favorite All-Stars, well, the All-Star Showcase is live on Pilipinas Live app on May 1st, so make sure you cast your votes on pvl.ph/All-Star. Back to you, Jamie and Dip. Let's wrap this up.
Indeed, thank you so much, Lexi. What a performance for Maddie Madayag. And the Choco Mucho Flying Titans advance to the next round of our play-in. And Jamie, kindly update us with what's gonna go on now in our tournament.
Well, for the next game, Galleries Tower will take on Next Led. And then the Akari Chargers will take on the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And the games on this Thursday will be PLDT versus Farm Fresh and Signal versus the Creamline Cool Smashers.
And all important games coming up. Qualifying round on Thursday, we transfer to the Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City at 4 p.m. PLDT will face the Farm Fresh Foxies for the first match of that, number 1 versus number 4. And then afterwards, we have number 2 versus number 3. They just saw each other over the weekend. Creamline Cool Smashers versus the Signal Super Spikers at 6:30 p.m. You better be there if you don't want to miss out on some quality volleyball. On behalf of our director, Al Neri, our courtside reporter, Lex Rodriguez, my partner, Jamie La Vittoria, I'm Dip Bianco saying thank you for watching the PVL 2026 All-Filipino Conference. This is the heart of volleyball. We'll see you for more of the knockout matches on Signal TV.